was just a chair going thud.
Yeah. That's such a, why, I thought there was a light
Sounded expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wait until next commissioners meeting get yelled at.
Someone will come before us, right?
Okay, I think I've got you up there now.
Drinking turmeric.
Are you all ready?
It's
I
not
think so.
tasty.
Yeah.
Has lemon, turmeric, and ginger.
Okay.
Really?
We're recording, we'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. We had the agenda set previously by Janetta, we had the minutes of our July 28th meeting. Were there any additions, corrections to the minutes?
I did not see it.
I didn't see anything. Make a motion, we approve the minutes of the drainage board meeting dated July 28th, 2025.
I'll second.
We have a motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And we had drainage claims came through this morning on our regular claims. I don't think there's any questions we have.
No.
We have to work on drainage claims.
I'll make a motion that we approve the drainage claims.
Second.
Motion second, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Go ahead, Randy.
Okay, there are your financials from 2 weeks ago on the 28th of July. You had $346,000 in your general drain improvement, followed by your financials from today. It hasn't changed much, it's just dropped a little bit below $346,000. 99 systems positive, 10 negative, 3 reconstruction projects with a total current funds of about $3.7 million. Moving on to the next item, first item of business is the continuation on the paperwork as a result of the reconstruction hearing for the Cooney number 417 branch 1 and part of the Pilger 380 branch 14. This was reconstruction hearing 2025-002. in which we put that on hold in lieu of going a different route. The petition has been withdrawn. The financials as far as the amount of money in the builder system at this point in time and what it collects. I don't know why I had that up. There is the accurate amount. I need to edit that first slide. There is the area that we have in question that we're talking about. And there is the tile. In lieu of doing the original project, we are going to be starting on the west line of the Marshall property, on the east line of the Emmier property, and running an 8-inch tile up across Mr. Emmier's 2 driveways. I talked to Mr. Emmier out here just a minute ago, and then he left. I'm going to get him the specs for underneath his driveway. He has contracted or talked with a outfit out of Auburn to do the directional boring. So I will give him the specifications. However, if we can utilize the tile underneath the driveway, we certainly plan to, because we're going to be looking at the same tile size presumably that we're going to find under there. So before we start actual construction, we're going to do a dig on the east property line of the Emmier property and on the east and west side of the driveway. And if we can match those grades and the material under the driveway is adequate, even if we need to clean it, we'd be better off than to have it bored. It has to be bored, and his contractor will do that when the appropriate time comes.
Bob asked me, just to confirm that everything's satisfactory, Randy, on,
That's the next item.
Hang on, no, hold on to it.
oh, you got, okay, before you went on to that, I thought.
The next item,
There you go, try it now.
next item are the agreements and releases. I have gone through those and I gave a copy by email to council and requested that he go through them. I found two potential inconsistencies. One of them was on the Landis, and also that one wasn't really a problem because there was one person was deceased. But on the Nemeth, I only have a signature by her. I don't know the situation with him.
Well, I assume they just went by the list that you had, and that way they didn't do anything. So Bob's not here to ask that, but this listing that you gave,
This was the signers. We gave them a listing of the actual record owners.
is that this?
No,
Oh, okay.
this is the result of what's in here. So actual,
Yeah, I got it here. Substitute schedule, let's see. Yeah, probably should have her sign, or him sign.
okay. And I don't know, I did look up on the other one and that person was deceased, so we can
Yeah, but that's not,
handle
that's
that.
not a worry, it just.
But,
The only thing as
I
far
think
as-
his name's Mark, wasn't it?
Yeah,
And I don't know the particulars on him. I believe he had an address at another location in the Lake area.
I just, Mark, who? I just want to communicate that to Bob. And he did not sign and needs to get his signature.
yeah, the property's in both names apparently. I don't know where this.
This is a listing that Janetta made up of what we actually got back.
Oh, okay.
This is what you have in.
I mean, technically on the Landis, it should be in the name of the trust and him signing as trustee.
And that's not what happened.
No, he signed personally, just had his name.
So
So technically that should.
we should have that resolved also.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna text, but you guys get in touch with Bob and let him know that. And then I will email him as well, or text him as well, only because he contacted
Do
me.
you want Gary to sign the remainder of them?
Yeah, might as
Okay,
well.
Okay, so I will get those so you can sign all the others except for those two.
Okay,
Other than that, I believe that we are in good shape to move ahead with the project this fall. We're putting together the fall projects and this will be one of them that we do. The next one is the Gloucester. This is over the east part of the county, north of Villa in the area of Weimer Road near the East County line. It's a system that we just put on a few years ago, brings in about $13,500 a year. We currently have $6,800. The issue is that down in the lower part, both north and south of Weimer Road, we're getting some bank erosion on the main drain. This is the drain that this drains all the ground up where we did the 30-inch tile up near 1,000 East, all that area, plus the branches that the Van Gessels live on and the Portmans live on, the Bryan and Gilbert Portman. So it's a significant amount of water that comes down through this area. However, we have agreed in the past to a project on the last ditch tile. And so we're going to have a significant amount of money that we're going to be spending on that we've already committed to. That is a 50% by the drainage funds, 25% by the highway department, and 12.5% by each of the landowners, Portmans and Van Gessels. So this could be a situation where we're going to have to see what has to be done and then determine what we can get by with in order, because we don't have a lot of funds. We know we're gonna be in the negative, we just don't, we gotta be careful about how far we go in the negative, because it doesn't bring in that much money. Moving on to current projects, we have a bank stabilization project in the Builder system. Builder system is one of our systems that's reasonably well heeled, only because we have a number of projects that need to be taken care of in that. This is in the area of 875 East, south of 400. There is a tile that comes in over in this area. We need to do some bank stabilization on the Don Troyer property and just downstream. So we're going to be looking at doing that this fall. That's one of our projects. Our future projects, we continue to have the Falk, and this is a bank stabilization on the Jim Parker property south of 500. And also we have, that is the bank stabilization. We want to get that completed this next month so that we can get seating on it. And then we got the Wilkinson, which we'll be working with the landowners. The main landowner on this is Dexter and Cindy Luter, and that will be taken care of over the winter. We're putting together our fall package for putting out for contractors. We have a number of tiles and some opens. We're looking to have a bid opening in September on that to get ready for after harvest. Spraying program has considerable amount of time last week on that. That's probably where I spent most of my time. I had 3 rigs in the county near the end. We have wrapped it up. We had one rig in the county for 2 or 3 weeks, and then we got a second, and then Chad Baker, owner of Right Away Management, was running the 3rd rig near the end. It was a successful program. The only thing is, I want to get out in front of it both next year on the east side of the county, and then 2 years from now on the west side. We still have a considerable amount of people that are planting, especially corn, right up to the edge, if not over the bank on these drains. And then they hate to go through it. I hate to ruin crops. We've got to get these people to provide at least a 12-foot strip down through there so that we can run these spray rigs. We've got to be able to maintain these drains. We're getting it done at 19.5 cents a foot on spraying per year, per every other year, versus right now, minimum of $3 to $4 per foot for brushing, oftentimes much higher. It does not take long with autumn olive, sumac, some of these type of materials for these drains to get quickly out of shape, and then all of a sudden we got a real problem. So we've got to get people educated that they're doing themselves a favor, they're doing their neighbors a favor when they provide us that opportunity to have a strip down through there. If they would grasp that, they would also see a considerable less amount of sediment going into the drain, which just means that much longer before we have to do bottom dips in between. So I'm gonna get that out to everybody in hopes that we can educate people to go along that line. Stormwater, the main ones that are happening of late is working with the owner and engineer and contractor on the new stepping stone building at the northeastern side on Dowling. There continues to be issues. They're wanting to resolve those and trying to work through that to get a design that will work monetarily for everybody and resolve that issue as they continue with their project. They've got some time yet. They're in the early stages of actually construction of the building. It's been framed in. They're now working on the interior. The second one would be the final 3rd phase of Deerfield Apartments. It's a duplex project on a little over 3 acres of land. If you're familiar, this is south of Dowling Street on the east side of County Road 1000 East. Fox Contractors has moved in there. They have taken the brush off and getting ready to start excavation, move things around so that they want to be able to get that, I believe, paved yet this fall so that they can build over the winter. And the 3rd one that I'm working on is, given early information, Windsor Homes has bought a property at the corner of Dowling Street and Fairview Boulevard. That has been a problem area for some time. Not so much from when we have rain's immediate problem. What happened, and some of this is as close to 12 to 13 years ago. The original developers of the Fairview Plaza area were successful in selling the detention basins away from the projects. And so that went on to eventual tax sales. People have bought them, they've been resold. And so there's issues in working with the city of Kendallville Engineering Department to resolve this. The outlet for this property that's being looked at to develop, which is approximately 3 acres at that location, is a catch basin inlet at the west-northwest part of the parcel. And that travels down through part of the J.R. Parent facility, and that would be the Yellow Canary Apartments, if you're familiar in that area. And then eventually goes over to a detention basin that abuts the fairgrounds on the east side of the fairgrounds. And that detention basin is owned by a private individual, and I'm not sure what's going on there. So we've got to work and make sure that the basin needs maintenance. It has sediment in it, it has brush in it. I'm not sure what the answer is, but before Windsor Homes gets too far into their engineering, we need to resolve that. In that same light, there's a detention basin on the east side of Fairview Boulevard, just north of Dowling Street, that takes care of the residential part of Fairview development. And that basin is also owned by I believe an entity. It's not an individual, it's an entity that is at least once and I think twice removed from the original developer. The city of Kendallville is looking at doing a street just to the north and east of there. And so they're having issues as they prepare to rebuild that street as to do with drainage on that standpoint. So this has been an ongoing situation. We certainly are not the only county that's had issues with getting maintenance done on detention basins and requiring the owners to maintain those facilities. So I will continue to work in those areas. These two situations in particular, because of the immediate need and then overall detention basins and maintenance thereof.
What are we doing with stormwater, Randy?
I'm working on.
I mean, we got a new law now.
We're revising it. I've been in contact with LTAP concerning House Bill 1037 and what they have done with their model ordinance as a result of.
I mean, we wanna make sure we're not in violation of the law. They signed it.
Right.
The governor signed it May 1st of 2025.
So I'm working
Can't
with
be any more
LTAP.
restrictive than what IDEM is.
That's on the, I believe from what everybody's telling me, that is on the stormwater quality, not
Well,
quantity.
I gave you the bill, it says stormwater.
I've talked to people at IDEM, and that is what I've been told.
Well, it's in writing, I gave you the bill. I'm just saying we need to address it. It's going on 2 years since we did a moratorium,
Right.
which means anything, and you know, to me, restrictive would mean the fees too. Dave Eichelberger, who works with Chris Burke now, used to be the permitting at, do some permitting for IDEM in Indianapolis, and he said the fee's $125. I haven't verified that, but that would be a restriction we need to make sure we don't
The commissioners
exceed.
will ultimately have to decide whether they want to control stormwater
Well, I
or
mean,
not. If that's only involving stormwater quality and not quantity.
I can, you want me to get it out? I got it right here,
You
the
can get it
law.
out, I know, I've read it.
I don't think it mentions quality.
I believe that's what it is.
I mean, we've been kicking this can for almost 2 years now, man. I think now there's a law. We need to make sure we're not in violation of the law.
I don't believe that any of our projects are in violation of the law. All the ones that I am dealing with, IDEM actually has permitting on it also. So if I'm in violation of the law, then IDEM's in violation of the law.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, IDEM
Not
is.
likely that
is the law.
IDEM's in violation of state law.
Well, I know, I'm trying to find the copy here of the law. But I'm saying,
I've
we need
been
to
in
make sure.
discussions with Randy Braun, who is the head of IDEM,
I
stormwater
can find it.
permitting. We had a lengthy discussion at our last major meeting concerning this,
When?
earlier this year.
Here we go.
Ready to move on?
Ron, ready to move on?
Well, okay,
We'll discuss.
Beaver trapping, there was no change, from the last time. Variances, we have none. Work crew, we have Minnick, over on, County Road 1000 needs to be right across from PD Golf property, doing part of the drain over there. We still got a little bit of cleanup on the Oviatt drain that we're working on, and then Kevin Aldridge is going to get into the bottom of that. He is on the new schedule of Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is when he works for the county. Every other weekend, he is in-house at the facility. No other minor repairs, which you wouldn't expect at this time of year. And that is all I have for today. Our next meeting is on the 25th.
Any more on the DOC work contract, any more from them?
I have, I talked to them and he has left it to me to update the process. And then I'm gonna get a copy out to you and to council
Okay.
to go over that, make any comments, and then I send it back to, the board. And that's all I have.
Alright, anything else? I entertain a motion to adjourn.
okay, I mean, I'd like to talk about the stormwater. I mean, I got the law here, but we wanna do it at a different time.
No, I'd prefer to do it at a different time. I hadn't seen the law, haven't read the law, you know.
All I can tell you is IDEM is, even has questions about the law and what's meant. So they are the resident experts. And when Randy Braun was asked in a statewide meeting about the law, he was rather non-committal as to what it covered.
Well, I mean, here it is,
And he is the head of IDEM.
but it is a law, he can dispute that.
I don't think he was
But it
disputing the
doesn't-
law, he was disputing
It doesn't mention quality.
what is covered by that law. The law is pretty vague, as a lot of state
I've
regulations.
seen it.
But you, I mean, doesn't seem that big to
It's
me.
really pathetic.
Look at it again.
I'm just saying we need to discuss it so we're not in violation of the law. Now, the EPA can dispute the law and get it changed. I got documentation here, Braun signed it May 1st, 2025.
Every project that I'm aware of that we have is also an IDEM project. So if we're in violation, IDEM's in violation.
Well, I don't know about that, I'd have to look at,
Well, if they have a permit out on it and we do, wouldn't you say that if
why would he have?
we're in
two permits?
violation, they're in violation?
I'd have to look what data you're looking at, but I'm just saying,
Okay, what you're
we
saying
need to, we
is,
need to, we've been kicking this can down the road now for
to the best of my
almost 2
knowledge,
years.
every project that we have under review is an agreement with IDEM.
But part of the restriction would be fees as well.
We have, I don't think there's anything that says anything about fees.
Well, that would be restrictive. All right, we'll
Well,
talk about it later.
So it's a,
Restricting the requirements of IDEM, IDEM isn't involved with fees in any way that I know of.
Well, they charge $125, and anything a lot more than that would be by definition restrictive.
Well, that's
if you
what
can
they're
get
looking at.
storm drainage done and reviewed, not only erosion, but storm drainage for $125. You are more than welcome to do it, sir.
Well, I'm just saying it's a law.
Well, I'm just saying that that is not applicable to that law. And you can't get it done for $125.
IDM does it for that, but hey, we'll go ahead and
Well,
adjourn.
IDEM doesn't do the same thing we do.
I'm telling you it's a law.
I'm telling you, you don't understand.
Well, we can discuss it at some point, you can enlighten me.
I'll try to enlighten you.
It will come before us in their future, so.
Well, this is about treating the citizens correctly, okay, and not violating the law. That's
I
what this is
believe
about.
we have done our level best to do that. If you
Just
have
saying,
complaints, then you need to come to my office and give them to me. You sound like you have complaints.
it's about following the law, Randy, that's all.
You don't have a complaint.
A complaint, I'm here to represent the citizens. And I took an oath of office to uphold the law, the Constitution, those types
You
of
gotta
things.
understand that representing the citizens is not just the applicant for that project, but also the adjoining landowners.
I don't have any applicants, so, I mean, I'm talking about the entire county. Okay, well, for the record, I tried to bring this up to discuss it. Okay, because there is a law in place. And it seems fairly easy to understand, and,
Well, if it's easy to understand, there's an awful lot of county surveyors that don't understand it and people that oversee storm drainage and erosion control. I'm not involved by myself.
well, I'm not saying you are, I'm just saying, in an effort to do what's right.
When IDEM can't tell us the answers,
You know, have you ever called the IRS and asked them a question? You can get 5 different answers to the same question when you call a government entity sometimes.
well, that's true.
Okay, I mean, that's absolutely the way it works. So just because
If you-
somebody down here,
If you wanna make a change to an ordinance as far as fees, you need to bring it before the board and let them decide. These 3 people decide that, not me.
well, okay, let's get it on the agenda. I mean, we got a law we have to deal with, right?
Well, yeah,
Okay, that's all we need to know.
comply with the IDEM requirements.
Right.
Again, I don't see that they're involved in our local fees.
Well, it depends on how you define restriction, okay? You know, something is cost a lot more, then that makes it more restrictive. But, okay, we can debate
They
that.
don't set fees for.
I'm telling you what Dave Eichelberger told me, $125. Now, maybe I told you I didn't verify
Did
that.
he tell you what that $125 covered?
The permit,
For what?
when you have something that exceeds an acre and requires a permit,
For
So-
what?
drainage, stormwater drainage. Your plan, he reviews the plan.
So IDEM oversees stormwater.
Yeah, he was in the permitting process,
So
is
you're
what he
telling
told
me
me.
that they oversee stormwater quantity.
Hey man, I'm just telling you what the law says
So
here.
you are or you're not, yes or no?
I'm not an expert on that, Randy, I'm telling you, there's a law been passed.
So then why are you here pretending to be an expert if you're not an expert?
Well, who the hell said I was pretending to be an expert?
Because I'm asking questions because you're throwing stuff out here that's not true.
Got a law, Randy. Just wanna make sure we don't violate
You
the
need to
law.
go read, I'm making sure of that.
I was very clear when I said I didn't verify the $125, okay?
Okay.
I didn't say absolute. Told you who I spoke with, told you I haven't verified it, all right? I have verified the law, haven't verified the fees. Just said we can
You're
debate
saying the
that.
county fees are not in agreement with the law.
Well, I hear it's thousands of dollars. Well, I know I got documentation, it's thousands
It
of dollars.
definitely is.
All right, we'll discuss it another time. But we need to do this, it's been going on for 2 years. And we just wanna make sure we don't delay projects for our citizens.
I don't know of any project that is delayed at this point in time, sir.
Okay, did you make a motion to adjourn?
I have a motion.
I second.
We have a motion second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.